Hello and welcome. So, your goal is to become an early childhood teacher, working with kids from pre K all the way up to third grade. Well, you have absolutely come to the right place. This explainer is going to map out your entire journey, from your very first day at community college to the moment you earn that teaching credential. All right, let's break this down. Think of your journey to becoming a teacher as a three-step adventure. It all starts with you earning your associate degree for transfer in early childhood education. That degree then perfectly sets you up to transfer to a four-year university and, you guessed it, the final step, completing your teaching credential. And to make sure we cover everything you need to know, here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the big picture, then zoom in on your major courses, talk about a huge fieldwork advantage you can get, navigate those general ed requirements, see what transferring looks like, and finally, how you can build your very own personal plan. So you can think of this whole explainer as an advising tool. It's really designed to help you see the clear path from an early childhood education associate degree straight into a bachelor's program, like the awesome PK3 Integrated Teacher Education Program at San Francisco State. So let's get into it. So where do we even begin? Well, we start with the foundation. Your first big milestone is going to be completing the 25 units for your early childhood education major. Honestly, you should think of these courses as the absolute bedrock of your entire teaching career. These are your core courses, and they cover the essentials. You'll dive into everything from child development and curriculum design to the really crucial skills of observation, assessment, and, of course, how to build strong partnerships with families in a culturally responsive way. Now, here's something that is really interesting and kind of like a secret weapon for this pathway. It's how you can get a massive head start on your credential requirements before you even transfer. Seriously, this is a total game changer. I want you to remember this number, 200. This is the number of hands-on, unit-bearing fieldwork hours you can complete while you're at community college and then take with you to the university. It is a huge, huge advantage. So, how do you get those 200 hours? It's through two super important courses, field experience and the student teaching practicum. Now think about this. Most credential programs require about 600 hours of fieldwork. By completing these two courses now, you walk into that university with a full third of that requirement already checked off. That's a massive head start. So the key thing to know here is that these two courses build on each other. You get that real-world classroom experience that not only gets you ready for more advanced student teaching, but it also saves you a ton of time once you transfer. Okay, so besides your major courses, you've also bought your general education requirements. We're talking about 35 to 37 units. But don't worry, thankfully, there's a whole system in place designed to make this part of the transfer process as smooth as possible, whether you're headed to a CSU or a UC. This system is called the California General Education Transfer Curriculum, or CalJAC for short. And really, the best way to think about it is like a universal checklist for all your core classes. Once you complete this checklist, you can be super confident that you've met all those lower division GE requirements for transfer. Okay, let's talk about one of the most common points of confusion for transfer students on this path, and that's the math requirement. It can seem a little tricky, so let's just clear this up right now. Which course do you actually need? The simple answer? You need both. Yep, it's not an either-or situation at all. To successfully transfer and get into the teaching credential program, you're going to need to complete both a statistics course and a course like Math 120. And this slide illustrates perfectly why. See, statistics fulfills your general education requirement for the transfer degree itself, but Math 120, that's a specific prerequisite required by the teaching credential program. Now, you can take it at the community college, or you can wait until you transfer to the CSU, but either way, it has to get done. And in addition to math, you'll also be completing courses in all these other key areas. But here's a nice little bonus for you. Some of your ECE major courses, like child growth and development, will actually double count and satisfy part of your social and behavioral sciences requirement for you. Pretty cool, right? So, you've got your major courses planned out, you're tackling your GE courses, so what does this all add up to? Well, it's all about hitting one magic number that makes your transfer a reality. And that number is 60. You need to complete 60 total transferable units. That's what earns you your associate degree for transfer and makes you eligible to move on to a four-year university as a junior. This chart just breaks it all down perfectly. Your 60 units are made up of your 25 major units, your 35 to 37 general education units, and then, if you need to, a few electives just to bring you right up to that 60-unit total. And once you have that 60-unit AST degree in hand, you are perfectly positioned for the next step, transferring into a dedicated program just like this one at SF State. This program is specifically designed to be the landing spot for transfer students just like you, ready to guide you through those final steps to your bachelor's degree and your teaching credential. So, look, we've laid out the map, we've shown you the main highways, but your journey is unique, right? So your next step is to sit down and really personalize this roadmap for yourself. This is so important to remember. Guides and checklists like the ones we're talking about are fantastic planning tools. They really give you the blueprint, but they are not a substitute for an official, personalized education plan that you create with an expert. Your counselor is the person who can create this official education plan with you. They'll look at your specific situation, your catalog year, your exact transfer goals, and they'll make absolutely certain that every single course you take is moving you efficiently toward graduation and a successful transfer. We are so excited to support you on this incredible journey. You now have the map and you know the destination. So really, the only question left is, are you ready to take that first step and start planning your route?